Okay, so for some photo editing small jobs, we could use a really great tool online that's called Pixlr. Just go to pixlr.com and then scroll down until you get to Pixlr Express and launch the web app. With Pixlr we can take any picture we would like, and we can make a lot of easy adjustments to make them look a bit better. So I'm going to browse. I have prepared one picture right here. This is a shopping mall in Jönköping, and we're gonna look at how to make the colors more vivid and not so dark. So we're gonna go to adjustments, color, and saturation. Saturation is how much of the color is popping out. So if I drag this down to 0, we get a black and white pictures, and if I drag it up really high, you see that the colors kind of bleed, and there are too much color if we drag it up full. But let's say we drag it to around 40 maybe. Click apply. So now we got the colors up a lot more, and now we also need to add a bit of contrast, and we can do that with this tool, contrast here, and just drag the contrast up. Contrast is when the dark parts gets darker and the bright parts get brighter, so you get a more interesting look in the picture. There's often done edits with contrast in a picture to make it more photographic or look better. So I'm pretty pleased with this. I click apply, and now we check the colors and we've done the contrast, and in this picture we're not going to do anything more. I'm going to click on save, and I can save this down to my computer. I've already done that. So I'm going to open a new image for my culture, and for this one I'd like to create the effect of using a lens with a short focal depth, so we get blurry in the further away and more sharp in the middle. So in adjustment I can use something called focal right here, and you see if I drag in this, we get blur between this hard line out to the dashed line, but I would like to have more of a blur like this, and then I can make it more sharp right around here. I can drag out the blurriness and maybe drag it down a bit like that. Now I get a nice effect of a kind of camera blur, maybe not as much. I can also add some glow boost. This makes the picture also pop a bit, and maybe a color boost. But be careful, not take too much. That looks pretty good like that. And maybe, yeah, I saw some spots right over here that we can remove to make it look a bit better. So using this heal tool, I can just brush over something, or click I mean, and I'll get that stain away. And maybe we can do it with this as well. Click over that, it disappears. This just makes the picture look a lot cleaner, and there's often things you don't think about in a picture that makes it more diffusing, or and then you can use this healing brush to just take away some small spots. I click apply, and I'm pretty much happy with this. I could use some more. Oh, I already had some saturation from before. Maybe I think it's a bit too much yellow, so I'm not gonna drag up the saturation. Maybe add some contrast as well. Yeah, contrast does a lot. Looks good with some more contrast. Click apply. So the best tools to use is to try to mimic a good digital camera, and you can do that. You can go a long way with just using contrast, colors, heal a bit, and use the focal to make it look a bit more like you're using a expensive lens when you're taking the photographs. But Pixlr is great also because it has a lot of different effects you can put on your pictures. Like here you have a lot of different effects. You can play around with a lot of cool stuff, like maybe you want every image to be looking a bit old or something. You can have like this effect and use it all over in your brochure or whatever you're making. You also have some overlays, make it look, maybe, yeah, get a nice effect. So Pixlr is a great way to just edit and fix your pictures in a simple way. Good luck.